Alright, I'd like to start off by saying that Katie looks absolutely beautiful tonight. I have no idea why you want to marry a guy like Johnny that had his eyes waxed the day before his wedding. For you that do not know me, my name is Scott Smith, and I have been friends with John for 20-some years now. And when he asked me to be his best man, I was truly honored. Being the best man comes with a lot of responsibilities. In fact, one might say that without the best man, there really is no wedding. So, I spent countless seconds on the computer preparing for this, and found that there are actually companies out there that will write the best man speech for $25 for you. As I was typing in my MasterCard number, I thought, this is stupid. I can just look them up on YouTube and copy those. As I'm watching these videos, I see that the best man speech is easy as long as you follow 5 simple steps. Step 1. Thank everyone and welcome everyone to John and Katie's wedding. So, thank you for coming to Johnny and Katie's wedding. Step 2. Tell stories about John until his grandma is completely red in the face. I thought about all the fun times I spent with John, and as I was writing them down, I started to see a pattern. John was kind of a big talker and stubborn. He was the only one to say that he would never get a cell phone. If you want to get a hold of me, call me, he would say. If I'm not there, then I don't want to talk to you. He now owns a BlackBerry. One time in high school, he told me he was going to walk home from the bowling alley in West Chicago to Batavia because he was mad that we did not let him win. It was about an hour later that I went to go find him, and he was standing on Route 38 in pouring rain with too much pride to walk back in. When I picked him up, he was crying like a little girl, saying, "It's about time that you came and picked me up." John also had me convinced in the 5th grade that he would punch my face inside out if I ever told on him about the time that he shot me with his brand new CO2 BB gun pistol. He swore to me that it was not loaded and that I was overreacting when my thigh turned black blue. But a story that cannot go untold is the time that we were down at our Ben's house at the end of the road. John, do you think this is going to be a time that your grandma goes flush? See, John comes running out of the forest with his face white as a sheet. When we asked him what's wrong, he said nothing and ran home as fast as he could with his tail between his tail like a dog. Later that night, we found that while John was in the forest, he accidentally fell on a stick and pierced a male organ that's used for reproduction. Without getting too graphic, let's just say that John looks at an owl and a toothpick a little bit different than you and I. Now we're at step 3. I gotta make the audience go, "Aw, I love you, Johnny." Step 4. Give John some advice. How am I going to do this? How am I ever going to give John advice? If I do not have all 5 steps, then this will not be the best speech. But then I heard it, the most beautiful song in the world. But I don't have a guitar right now, so I can't play it for you.
Hey, Scott, I brought mine along.
Oh.
Down there?
Hey honey, had to gain some weight in your rear end. That dress reminds me of my old girlfriends. Where do you get those shoes? I think are pretty lame. Would you stop talking, cause I'm trying to watch the game. If you're a man who wants to live a long, happy life, these are things you don't say to your wife. I planned a hunting trip next week on your birthday. I didn't ask cause I knew it'd be okay. Go make some dinner while I watch this fishing show. I taped it over our old wedding video. If you're a man who wants to live a long, happy life, these are things you don't say to your wife. Your cooking is okay, but not like Sandy makes. The diamond in the ring I bought you's a fake. Your eyes look puffy, dear, are you feeling ill? Happy anniversary, I bought you a treadmill. If you're a man who wants to live a long, happy life, these are things you don't say to your wife. If you're a man who doesn't want to get killed with a knife, these are things you don't tell Katie. And then step 5 is to raise your glasses and toast the most beautiful bride and groom.